Welcome friends, we are going to study about the types of mechanical stresses in this video. First of all, let us see what exactly the stress is. As we know that every object will tend to deform under the action of external force. However, the degree of deformation of an object depends upon nature of molecular attraction of an object. As soon as the object starts deforming, the molecular displacement in object takes place. An internal force comes into picture to oppose and counterbalance the external force and restore the object back to its original condition. Due to that, the magnitude of such internal or restoring force depend on the degree of deformation is caused. Such restoring force per unit area developed inside the object is called stress. Unit of stress is Newton per meter square as well as Pascal. It is generally denoted by the symbol sigma. We can define the stress in another words as restoring force per unit area developed in an object to oppose the deformation of object under external force. So the equation of stress will become restoring force divided by area of cross section. At equilibrium condition, the resulting restoring force will become equal to the deforming force. So we can also write this equation of stress as deforming force per cross section area. So it will become F divided by A. So this was all about the stress. Now we can classify the stress into three types. The first one is normal stress, second is shearing stress, and the third one is bulk stress. Again, the normal stress can be classified into two types. One is tensile and other one is compressive. So let us see each type of stress one by one. First of all, we will see about the normal stress. Normal stress may be tensile or compressive according to increase or decrease in the length of an object under external force. It is also known as longitudinal stress. Tensile stress is, there are two types. The first one is tensile and other one is compressive. So tensile stress is the restoring force developed per unit area of cross section of an object when the length of an object increases. If the length is increases, we can say that the normal force which is acting on the object, that is tensile stress, along the direction of applied external force. Let us see that thing pictorially. Suppose this is an object which is having length L. Now if we stretch this object or we apply the tensile force along one direction of this object, then its length will change. Suppose the change in length is delta L. Here the length is increasing, so we can say that the object is under tensile stress. Now the second one is compressive stress, which is exactly inverse to the tensile stress. If the length is decreasing, then you can say that object is under compressive stress. Okay, compressive stress is the restoring force developed per unit area of cross section of an object when the length of an object decreases along the direction of applied external force. Again, this is object of length L. If we apply the compressive force along the direction, then what will happen? Its length will decrease. Suppose the decrease in the length is delta L, then we can say that this object is under compressive stress. The second type, the first type was normal stress, which was again declassified into two types, tensile stress and compressive stress. And the second type of stress is the shearing stress. When external force acting tangentially on an area of an object, then the object will get sheared through a certain angle. Such a stress is called shearing or tangential stress. Shearing or tangential, both are same. Let us see it pictorially. Suppose this is an object, and if we apply the tangential force on it, on the upper surface we are applying the force in this direction, and on the bottom surface we are applying the force in opposite direction. If both the forces are equal, then object will shear along the direction of force. Suppose the length of this object is L and the degree of deformation is say X, and the object is sheared with at an angle theta. Then under this situation the object is called to be under shearing stress. The third and the last type of stress is the bulk stress. When external force act normally from all the sides of an object, at that time object will get compressed without any change in its geometrical shape. This kind of stress is called bulk stress. Let us see again this thing is pictorially. Suppose this is an object which is maintained at pressure P and it is having volume V. Suppose we are applying the force normally from all the sides to this object, then the object will get, then suppose pressure is increased, that becomes P plus delta P. So at that time object will get compressed without change in its geometrical shape. So now the size or volume of the object is decreased. So in that case you can say that the object is under bulk stress. So this was about all the three types of stresses. Thank you.